I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. Next is the approval of the agenda.
I will move to approve the agenda for today.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve last week's minutes.
And I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is the approval of claims for payment.
And I'll make a motion to approve the claims for payment for this week.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Check my time, see if it's 10:02. I know this clock is ahead. I got 10:01. So from there, I'm going to skip down to number 9 and do the Pine Lake Country Club liquor license.
I'll move to approve the Pine Lake Country Club liquor license application.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? This was one that's been pre-approved already, but they had the wrong numbers and they caught it and we just had to redo it. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. 10:02, I will go ahead and open the public hearing for the animal feeding operation construction permit, Mallard Bay Site, Section 16, Buckeye Township. Kent, you got a book there.
I promise you there won't be a test, but what this is what we call the Mallard Bay Site. It's up just northwest of the Buckeye, and it's owned by Scott Shager. And what we have here is a non-construction expansion, so it's primarily just a paperwork expansion. They're looking at changing integrators with different stocking rates, so we're going to take it from a 4,900 head site to a 5,200 head site, adding 300 pigs. So no physical changes going on the site. Master matrix score, again, nothing has changed on it. It ended up with a score of 470 points of the required 440. I can go into the detail of those points, but again, really nothing's changed physically on the site whatsoever. So it's really all there is to it, unless you have any other questions specifically on it.
No, we're just adding 300 pigs to the site.
Yeah.
Is there any other public comments? Any written comments? No calls? Hearing none, I can ask that a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make that motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next, I can ask for the recommendation on the animal feeding operation construction permit of the Mallard Bay Site, Section 16, Buckeye Township, to be moved on to the DNR.
I'll make a motion to recommend that the animal feeding operation construction permit get moved on to DNR.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next we have is the approval of the revised county employee handbook. And we had this thrown together and put on the agenda. At this time, I think we need to go back through and have another meeting and check a few things. I see we got one email saying one thing was wrong. If anybody else would like to take a look at it, it can be printed off as well. So I just asked that we table it, but
Yeah, I think so too. So thanks for finding that, Lynn. We need to get that clarified on the part-time and full-time. Did you find any other errors or questionable things?
Well, and I didn't read it in detail, but what I saw, I just had some questions about, I realized they're moving, going from 120 days down to 90 for the sick leave. So what happens with those days that have already been earned, for those people that have chosen to go to that longer time to, you
I don't
just
know if we've
things like that.
discussed.
Yeah, we discussed that
We
part,
did.
that it would just stay on the books.
I don't think
Mhm.
it's addressed
Okay.
in here at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's just a few questions we need to answer yet, so I think I mean, and I also would prefer to just table it, so I'll make the motion to table this. Maybe, have Paul come back and answer some of these questions for us.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to table. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have the treasurer's semi-annual report. And she just revised this yesterday that I recall, that I believe. If anybody have any questions, she did say call her if we had any questions. She couldn't be here today.
Make a motion to approve the treasurer's semi-annual report.
And I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next, we have the approval of secondary roads wages for 2015-16. We've already done all the other wages. This is coinciding with the contract that was signed.
Yeah, so I'll make the motion to approve the salaries for the secondary road workers as submitted and agreed upon in the union contract.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Utility permits, secondary roads.
No utility permits.
Got a light pole.
That might be coming up in the
Okay.
future. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Doing
Got it.
shouldering work on D35 between Highway 20 and Steamboat. Doing some ditching, still working on the bridge and culvert out west Alden, so.
Should be done
Spraying
on,
guardrail, bridge guardrail, a little bit of everything.
should be done on the Pine Lake turnoff of 175.
Yep,
That'll
this
be done
afternoon
today.
that should be open.
Okay.
Then they'll work on D41 next,
Okay,
patching, concrete patching.
sounds good. Anything else for us? Any other business? Hearing none, I'll ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Is it 9 minutes?
I don't know.
Thanks, guys.
You bet, thanks.